I'm New Haven, and this is how I've been incorporating AI in my music production, part 2. Lately, I've been focusing a lot more on my drums in my music production and trying to upgrade those and just always do consistently better. So I've been studying the drums from some of my favorite artists and producers and seeing what I can learn. In part 1, I talked about Ultimate Vocal Remover. Check that out if you haven't. It's a really amazing tool. And I thought, if something like Ultimate Vocal Remover exists, there has to be some type of equivalent piece of software for drums or bass or guitars or something. And sure enough, there is, and it's free. This is DEMUCS. It's a command line tool you can install for free. And I know if you're not a technically inclined person, command lines can seem really scary. But I have a link in my bio with instructions on how to install this and use it. And honestly, it's a pretty straightforward process. Let's say I wanted to make better techno kicks. This is a track by my very good friend and an amazing techno producer, Shadowstar. He actually recently just had a release on Mousetrap's We Are Friends compilation. Definitely check this dude out. This is a track of his. It's very dope, called Urban Blight. It sounds like this. I'm going to go ahead and copy the path name to that file. On Mac, you can do that by holding Alt and right-clicking on the file. Copy path name. Paste that into my DEMUCS command in the terminal right in between these two quotation marks. And hit enter. So about 5 minutes later, that's done. You'll see the separated output files right here. I've gone ahead and dragged these tracks into Ableton. So this is what the full song sounds like as a reminder. This is just the drums. And you can hear the synths and everything else have been isolated down here. I found this personally really useful for studying drum elements from other tracks, like the kick right here. You can kind of zoom in, get a good look at the waveform. Or even examine it under a spectrum analyzer like Span, this free one right here. And that can give you a good idea on how to sculpt your drums if you're trying to go for something in a certain genre and your drums just aren't sounding quite correct. If you're interested in trying out DEMUCS yourself, I've included a link in my bio with some basic instructions on how to install and use it. Stay tuned for part 3, where I'm going to show you how I've been using these drum stems with other AI tech in my music.